But how many of you like a little funny story? All right. Well, how many of you know Christine Caine? All right. Chris, come on up here a minute. I'm going to have her tell you about the first time she met me. Come on, give us a 5-minute version of you waiting me. You know, you're going to drive me and all this stuff.
Okay, how you doing? I'm from Australia, and Joyce came down to do a faith conference at our church, and I was a youth leader. And I was chosen, and basically made myself be chosen, to drive Joyce. And so I had to borrow a suit off a friend of mine. But you're back in a suit now.
No, you tell the part about how you detailed your car for weeks.
Yeah, oh, okay, that too. Because I had been, okay, well, you told me quick version. All right, it's a chick version now. We go a bit longer.
You can say all that.
I had been believing for 1 week that I was going to drive her, and everyone's saying, no, 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 she doesn't want a driver. And I said, no, I'm going to drive her. So I was a youth leader, no money, but I would pay. I saved up for weeks before that, and I would pay every day to have my car detailed inside and out in the hope and expectation that I would be driving Joyce. So the night before, I get a phone call, and they said, guess what? And I said, I'm driving Joyce Meyer. And they said, yes. So I borrowed a suit off a friend of mine, and I had to pick her up at 8 o'clock in the morning. And so I went at, I think it was 5:30 in the morning, because I didn't want to be late. And so, no joke, I found out what room she was in, and I was a stalker, so I went 3 rooms up. Don't do this, okay? And I was standing there, and Joyce opened the door to get her breakfast at 6:30. And she looks at the hall, and there's this woman in a suit just standing, and I look the other way, pretending, okay? So then about half an hour later, she opens the door to push the tray back out. And she looks, and Stalker is still there. And then she goes to me, are you here for me? And everything in me wanted to lie, but I'm thinking, if I say no, then I have to drive her, and she's going to know it's me because she's going to be in the car with me. And so I looked at her and I went, yeah, I didn't want to be late. And so she said to me, why don't you come in? And then I'm having a heart attack because I'm a youth leader, and this is like Joyce Meyer, so my heart's beating, and then I'm thinking, my senior pastor's going to kill me. My senior pastor's going to kill me. That's all I could think. And she opens I'll never forget this. This is the moment. She opens the closet, and back then it was St. John Bling. And so she opened the door, and she goes, Christine. Jackets. The more it sparkles, the more I like it. And that was it.
I love you.
I love you more.
When we met Christine on that first occasion, we started supporting her ministry, and supporting her ever since. How many years, Chris? 15 years. Her and Nick have a wonderful ministry around the world, and they're involved in delivering victims of sex trafficking, and we partner together in Europe, and we're doing a lot of things together over there. So I just think it's funny how she was so determined that she was going to drive me, and it was a divine connection for her and for me, but she was going to make sure that everything was done excellently. And I think a lot of times, you know, we want God to do something big for us, but we don't take the trouble to put the excellence out first to make sure that if he does open that door that we're ready. So we're glad you're here tonight. I know you're busy and flying around all over the place, and so